Mr. Gonzalez, good afternoon to you.
No,
We've spoken before, sir?
no.
No? All right.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Ms. Barnwell.
Good afternoon.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez. All right. Let's start with Mr. Goins' case. This is the City of Detroit versus Omar Maurice Goins, case number SP 1169827, count 1. Appearance for the record, please.
That's Omar Goins.
Not you, Mr. Goins. I'm talking to Ms. Barnwell.
Wendy Barnwell on behalf of Mr. Goins.
All right. Mr. Goins has one charge. Do you have the docket, Mrs. Barnwell, Ms. Barnwell?
I have the docket. I'm pulling it up because I've had so many windows open. So it's sort of disappeared, but I have it. Goins, Omar Maurice Goins, license improper.
All right. I was off the record before you got here. I was discussing with Mr. Omar Maurice Goins. The offer here is plea to admit the count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'll fine him $240 in the matter, and I will give him time to pay. I just wanted to know that that's going to generate an automatic 30-day suspension. He did mention that he has some other matters in St. Clair Shores that it's going to take him at least 30 days to take care of. He did say he was a victim of hit and run. I don't know if that has anything to do with this matter, but I guess he's at least letting the court know his situation financially and where he's at. I do have the city attorney here. I did mention to him that he has an absolute right to a trial if he wants to take the case to trial, or he can speak to you in the breakout room if he wants to present some sort of information that may at least mitigate the ticket.
Colonel, what was the offer again for him? What was the
Failure
offer?
to display a valid driver's license.
Okay, thank you.
All right, would you like to speak with the attorney, or would you like to take that offer, or would you like to set a trial in the matter, Mr. Goins?
I'll take the offer, Your Honor. Sound fair.
Well, you want to speak to her about it? There's something, maybe she can help you a little further.
Oh, yeah, I won't mind, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, there you go. It doesn't hurt to talk. It doesn't cost you nothing at this point.
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
sign the breakout room and let you guys speak about it. Mr. Hill, I do have Mr. Goss here now, who wants to speak to you. He's representing Mr. Sanchez and I gave him the offer,
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
but he still wants to speak to you.
If you don't mind, just for a sec.
I don't mind at all.
Thanks.
I actually encourage it. Mr. Grant.
I'll stand by for the breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is that sincere?
Yes.
You're breaking up, ma'am.
I'm in the car currently.
Is that sincere, Grant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you going to be sincere with the court today?
Definitely.
I don't know how to take that, Mr. Hill. Maybe he does. Maybe she doesn't want to be so sincere, you know?
Never be too sure, but I trust her.
I do too. All right. Let's pull it. Wow.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm a male.
Oh,
You're a
I'm sorry.
male, sorry.
Yeah.
There's my apologies. But when I was born, my mom named me Shannon, and my father didn't like it because he thought it was a female name, so he changed it to Sean. But I know a lot of males named Shannon.
Yeah, your name did sound like a female name.
So let's see. You as well have only one count of no insurance. Do you have current insurance, Mr.
Yeah,
Grant?
I currently have insurance, but I'm currently not in my vehicle to show you, but I have a picture of it. If that's, if it's a way I can send it or show you in that way, but I have actual insurance now.
I'm gonna send my information in the chat, my email address. Send me that, whatever you have, and we will let the city attorney see it and see if that can help this help you out in this case, all right?
Okay.
All right, so let's go with the next, Mr. Gore. I still haven't gotten anything from you yet.
I've emailed it twice from 2 different emails.
All right, I didn't say you didn't. I just said I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
All right, and I'll let you know. It should pop up here. Let me do this. Let me close this out and bring it up again. Maybe that'll help. All right, I'm gonna reopen it. See if that helps. Still not. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Goins wishes to accept that offer, but he needs a lot of time to pay because of the other pending situations.
All right. Mr. Goins, raise your right hand for me, please. We're back on the record with Mr. Omar Marie Goins. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
Yes, sir.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand you have absolute right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Goins, let me draw your attention back to February 25th, 2021 at around 3:29 p.m. in the city of Detroit,
Yes.
in the area of Mendota and Schoolcraft, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day?
No.
I haven't even finished my question.
Okay.
Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes and no. The reason why I'm gonna say yes and no, sir, is because I was in front of my friend's house with the keys in the ignition. And guess what?
Let's do it like this. Did you have an occasion to be confronted by a Detroit police officer?
No. No.
Ms. Barnwell, so here we go. We got a situation here where we have to make a factual basis. We can't make that factual basis because Mr. Goins says that he was not approached by a Detroit police officer or confronted or pulled over by a Detroit police officer. I'm thinking that Mr. Goins wants to assert the fact that, based on what he said, that the keys were in the ignition, but he was not driving the vehicle at the time. So I don't know what your conversations were in the breakout room, but based on what I have right now in front of me, I cannot accept his plea to a failure to display a valid driver's license if, one, he wasn't driving, and even further, if two, he wasn't ever approached by a Detroit police officer on that day.
I have explained to Mr. Goins many things. And Judge, I don't know if he wants to go back in the breakout room with me, but this is not the time for the uncertainty. So we can give him one more chance, or he can go to trial. I've explained that to him.
All right. Well, let's set a trial date. Trial. 12/17/2021 at 9 a.m. Mr. Goins, on that day, we'll give you a trial. You do not have to prove anything. You have the absolute right to remain silent. It is the people's burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And sir, you also, but I will say this, if you have some sort of evidence to assist your defense counsel on that date, and I can't tell you who that's going to be unless you bring your own lawyer to the trial, it'll be a court-appointed lawyer. So whether that be Mrs. Barnwell on that day or some other attorney, all of them I'm sure are competent and can help you in this matter. Then I would suggest you bring that information to them, and they can assess that information and know how to deal with that at that time. But keep in mind, you have no burden here. The burden is completely on the city. And if there's nothing further, then your trial date is going to be 12/17/2021, sir. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, I'll see you back on that day.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a great day, sir.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Gore, I have received documentation, and
I'm sorry, Judge. I sent you the wrong thing. I sent you the registry.
You did.
I'm sending you the insurance now, so you should get that shortly.
Okay. Mr. Sincere, Mr. Grant.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Can you put us in the breakout room?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. I sent you my insurance.
All right, and Mr. Goss, I do
Yes, sir.
have a copy for Mr. Sincere Grant of Progressive Insurance. I got the policy number. It's from March 30th, 2021 to September 30th, 2021. He's charged with 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor.
We can dismiss, Your Honor.
Okay, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus, well, I'm sorry, strike that. This is the state of Michigan versus Sincere Grant, case number SP 11687-031. Mr. Grant, based on the documents that you provided, that you have current insurance now, let me just look up one more thing. The court is going to conclude that you have been sincere in the matter and that you have provided valid documentation, and the case is going to be dismissed. All right. It doesn't appear that you owe any reinstatement fees or any warrant fees. So if there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day.
Thank you.
All right. I'll see you soon. See you in the future in the world somewhere. Hopefully I don't see you back in court.
All right. All right.
All right. Okay. There is Mr. Lown.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus Lucas Trey Lounge, case number U59302221. Appearance for the record, please.
Lucas Trey Lowndes.
Wendy Barnwell on behalf of Mr. Lowndes.
Yes.
Your Honor, I
And when I
believe I heard you say that it's being dismissed.
No, it's gonna be taking a 3-month delay. It's a disorderly conduct under a 3-month delay. What I did say though, is I did say that I'll fine Mr. Lowndes $240 and I'll dismiss the ticket immediately upon payment. So he has either get it dismissed right now upon payment or immediately when he pays it, or he can wait the whole clock out for 3 months. I just will say that if he waits the clock out and he gets in any other trouble that's related to the matter here, then the deal is gone and he either have to plead straight up his charge or, well, he would be pleading straight up his charge. He just wouldn't get the benefit of the delayed sentence, or he can go to trial. What would you like to do, sir? You want to speak to counsel about it?
Your Honor, I just have a quick question on it. Just if it is dismissed, does that mean that it's no longer on a record? The program that I'm pursuing for school does do background checks in the healthcare field, and I just want to verify that this wouldn't come up within a background check.
Well, I'm not going to say it won't come up in a background check. I will say that if it does come up in a background check and you satisfy all the requirements, then it would be dismissed on the background check. Now, you would probably either want to look into hiring probably Mr. Hill or Mrs. Barnwell or some other very astute lawyer that can file a motion on your behalf. This is a disorderly conduct, urinating in public. And possibly filing a motion for the destruction of the biometric data and things of that nature. But you'd have to seek counsel in that regard.
Okay, then I wouldn't mind stepping into a breakout room with Ms. Barnwell and get her just a quick opinion from her on that, and then we can return if you wouldn't mind.
Very good. All right, Mr. Hill, did you give you an opportunity to speak? I still haven't seen your client, but he's hired you.
Yes, Your Honor. So we do have a resolution. I would request that we reset it for pretrial. My understanding is my client, who was at work, was waiting for a ride, and he's just held up getting that ride. He advises it would take him about 30 minutes because of the transportation. He doesn't want to drive himself for obvious reasons. But I did speak to the city attorney. We do have a plea worked out. I also have a translator that, is my personal, or she works with me. She would be appearing with him at the pretrial so that we wouldn't have to have a court interpreter, no cost to the court to finalize the plea that we have worked out.
Let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Kevin Lance Sanchez, SP 1166704, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 116670771. Appearance for the record, please.
Alexander Hill on behalf of the defendant, P76961.
Okay, and appearance for the city, please.
Dante Goss. May I please call Your Honor? Dante Goss, P60162. We have the city of Detroit, Your Honor, and that is correct. We did come to an agreement, however, since the defendant needs a translator, we need to adjourn this matter anyway.
Well, let's see. Mr. Hill, do you mind letting the court know what that agreement is?
Not at all, Your Honor. He would agree to plead guilty under a delayed sentence to allowing an unlicensed driver to violate the motor vehicle code. The pending charges would be dismissed in lieu of that plea.
And also the blockade.
Oh, and an impeding traffic, no opposition to that plea as well.
All right, you can let your client know. We will fine them $240 for the allowing, and blocking traffic would be $175. And other matter would be dismissed. I would even take it a step further, like I did for Mr. Lowndes, or had mentioned to Mr. Lowndes that I would dismiss immediately upon payment. But he'll at least have that 3 months to pay the allowing off. So based on that fact,
Your Honor, just wanted to let Mr. Hill know that his client can Zoom in. He doesn't have to come to the court. He said he was waiting for a ride, so I just want to let him know that it's a Zoom hearing for the next hearing.
I think that was lawyer talk on Mr. Hill. You know what I'm saying? He just basically told me what I heard on all of that stuff is he needs a new date. Is that correct, Mr. Hill?
That is, he wants to be with the translator at her office to do the Zoom. He's at a work
More
site.
lawyer talk. More lawyer talk. Mr. Hill, do you have a date in mind, or you want me to give you a court date, or what?
What's most convenient to you works for me, hopefully, but I'll confirm.
Well, I got a December 17th pretrial date. I have it written down here in the file. I don't see that this stuff is affecting your client's driver's license at all. It's all allegations, and he's astutely taking care of it so that there's no default judgment or anything. It's just pending. So I don't even think that if he came in here, I think that he doesn't have anything in any other jurisdictions, he can possibly just go get a license. So December.
That date would work, Your Honor. And yeah, I'm going to try to work with him on his license. He's got some hurdles to overcome.
All right. So we're going to say December 30th, 2021. December 17th, strike that, December 17th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And I'll say this to you, Counselor, if you find yourself in the position where you need to push that date up, then you know how to get in touch with the court, and we can see if we can accommodate you and your client.
I appreciate that greatly, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day, sir.
Have a nice week. And to the city attorney, you do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Your Honor.
Let's go. Yes, back on.
I'm sorry. What was the name of that person Mr. Hill represented?
That was that was Kevin Lance, LAINEZ Sanchez, SANCHEZ.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go with back to Mr. Lowndes. You have the opportunity to speak with Ms. Barnwell in the breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor, I did. Basically, it was pretty straightforward and basically kind of the same thing I was already planning on doing, but she definitely pushed me to the right way and sort of let me know what's what with it. So I will be accepting the plea offer as it stands to go ahead and pay the $240 fine if that is still on the table, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you understand this is a misdemeanor charge, sir, punishable by 90 days in jail and or a $500 fine, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial for this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lowndes, let me draw your attention to, what is that, April the 15th, 2021, at around 9:40 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area in the rear of 1501 Michigan Avenue. Did you have an occasion on that day to be confronted by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and on that day, sir, were you confronted? Were you caught urinating in the rear of that place?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I think that's going to satisfy the conditions of disorderly conduct. Are you satisfied, Counselor?
Defense is satisfied.
Very well. So I'm going to accept your plea to disorderly conduct. I'm going to take that plea under a 3-month delayed sentence And I'm going to take it one step further, sir. I'll dismiss this ticket immediately upon payment. I'm not even gonna ask you when you can pay. I'm gonna put in there November the 22nd, 2021. That would be the expiration date of the 3-month delay. If you don't get a ticket paid by then you'll have a situation where the deal will be taken off the table and but you won't have a right to a trial. You won't have a right to any of those other things. You'll just have the disorderly conduct on your record at that time because you have foregone that trial right now as of now. And if I was mistaken in saying that earlier, which I believe I was, I want to let you know that now. Are you still interested in taking this deal, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be paying it off within a week or two. I just need to know the address to mail in a check to.
Okay, and I just want the record to reflect that I did say earlier that if you did not pay the matter, then you would either have the option of pleading straight up and taking the disorderly conduct on your record and going to trial. And I was incorrect and misspoke when I said that. You will not have that option. And I wanted to make sure that, and you understand that if you don't pay this within the 3-month period, that you will have a disorderly conduct on your record, and then you would have to get it expunged by other means if you wanted to get it expunged. But it would not, you would not have that trial right any longer. So with that being said, and with that, do you still want to enter into that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, I would.
All right, dismiss immediately upon payment. And you want to know how you can pay, sir? You can pay, you can come down to the court and you can pay this matter in person. That's $240. Or you can pay it at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit. Or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Okay, would it still be the same link that we looked at to check my status in terms of what the date was and who would be the judge presiding on the case? Is that still the same link to check that? That's where that would be.
You're asking me if you can go on the 36th District Court website and the way you found out, you must have looked up your name and checked the court date. Is that what you're asking me?
Yes, Your Honor. Is it under the same link? It looks like there's a make a payment option. I just want to verify that that's the same.
That would be the same link. That would be the same link.
And then, Your Honor, just one more thing before I log off and go through. Just in the matter of my address that you guys have on record, that is not my most current address, and I wanted to go ahead and make sure that was updated in case there was any further correspondence, so nothing was lost in transit.
Okay, let's see what that is, Mr. Lowndes. That is Mr. Lucas Lowndes. And let's see, we have an address of Hazlet, Michigan.
Yeah, that is not the correct one. I'm actually up in Mount Pleasant, Michigan now.
Okay. So, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Your Honor.
How can we do that?
If you chat it to him, I can put it in the system.
All right, chat your address to me and I'll have my clerk update your address in the system.
Just through your email as well?
Well, he can put his address on YouTube if he wants to. I don't care how you do it. I'll give you an opportunity to put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat right here in the Zoom.
Okay, not a problem. I will go ahead and do that for you.
Ms. Burnwell, if he wants to tell the world what his address is, he can tell the world what his address is.
Okay, Judge.
I'm with you, Ms. Barnwell.
I told him he can put it in Zoom too. I told him he can put it. That's the first thing I told him. But he might want to let the world know what his address is. If they got social media, they're letting everybody know what they're doing anyway. Look at Mr. Gore is up there shaking his head. All right.
All right, Your Honor, I directly messaged that to you on Zoom.
All right, I'm in possession of Mr. Lowndes' address. It is. Now I don't think I'll say it. All right. Let me write this down. Are you in school, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right. Very well. I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Lowndes, and next time you come to the city, you're more than welcome, but just don't go behind the building and do what you did. All right.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
All right. All right. That's Mr. Lowndes' address. If you can put that in the computer, I'll give it to you whenever you get a chance. I may not understand.
Oh, you put it on paperwork?
I put it on. I put it in what you call. Oh, actually,
Oh, I can look at it then.
straight to you. No, he sent it directly to me, I think. Oh, you can look at it through because you're the co-host, right?
Sometimes I am.
You are now, I think. Can you see? All right, we'll take care of it.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. Continue in school and come back and visit us sometime.
Hopefully I won't have to, but thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this: did you have fun when you were here in the city? Obviously,
Your Honor,
you
I was actually perfectly sober. I wasn't actually having fun. I tried to use the restroom at the mobile gas station. Their bathroom was closed, and I had no option. I was coming to see my friend, and she fell asleep.
Well, you had some options. You just didn't want to take that option.
I was trying my best. I was trying to find anywhere that I could get into, but unfortunately, a lot of places were closed between time of night and COVID. But regardless, not here to argue any points. I
said I was actually asking you whether you had fun while you were here in the city.
Oh, I actually had to drive back home because she didn't wake up at all. So she didn't wake up till the next morning. So I actually literally drove down to see my friend, hang out, and ended up driving right back home.
So she sold you out.
Yeah, exactly what happened.
Oh man,
I know.
And you
brutal.
got a $240 ticket. That's
brutal.
I don't know. Maybe you should have said that before. Maybe Mr. Goss would have had a little sympathy for you, but all right, sir.
It is what it is. All right, take care. Thank you.
Have a great day. All right. So let's go on, and we have Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
How are you doing today, sir?
Good.
Let's see. City of Detroit versus Guillermo Gonzalez, case number U60302821. Appearance for the record, please.
Hello?
Muted.
Farnwell.
You're muted, Ms. Barnwell.
Wendy Barnwell on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay. So, Ms. Barnwell, you see what Mr. Gonzalez is charged with. Mr. Gonzalez has an absolute right to a trial in this matter. However, there's an offer in the file, and that is to plead to the amended count of disorderly conduct, sir. And in order for this case to be closed out under disorderly conduct, I'm going to fine you $240. You're going to have to pay that. And you're going to have to take a misdemeanor morality class. And you're going to have to take an HIV STD test. We do not concern ourselves with the results of that test. Those are going to stay private to you. However, I put it in the chat. I put his address in the chat. However, that will get results of that you at least took that test. I can put you in a breakout room with Mrs. Barnwell. You can talk the matter over with her. You can take the offer as it stands now, or you can take it to trial. What would you like to do, sir?
Can I talk to her and see what?
Certainly. I would recommend that you do. All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge.
It's just. Still waiting on those docs, Mr. Gore.
I had my wife send them in. I sent them. You should have them.
Well, I got the first one, but that was the registration.
Yep, and we sent you both. We both sent the proof of insurance. So somehow.
Well, let me see something. Maybe I need to open it up again. Yeah, maybe so. All right, I see. That's the, okay. Let's see, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus, strike that, this is the state of Michigan versus Jermaine R. Gore, case number SP 1192 8021. Mr. Gore, I am in possession of a certificate of insurance, no fault insurance. The expiration date is September 20th, 2021. Based on that, sir, we're going to dismiss the matter because you provided valid documentation.
Thank you.
Sir, I know one thing, I see your wife, name is Autumn. I used to play the violin with when I was younger with a young lady named Autumn. Your wife didn't play the violin, did she?
No.
All right. All right. That's the only, I don't know if I've ever seen that name after that and up until now. Again.
Wow.
But very well, sir. We're going to dismiss the matter based on you providing that valid documentation. Thank you, sir. Nothing
Thank
further.
you. Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hey, we're back on the record with Mr. Guillermo Gonzalez.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that first name right, sir?
Guillermo.
Say that again?
Guillermo.
Guillermo?
Guillermo. It's kind of hard. Basically, the two L's are a Y.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, very well. I'm sorry to mispronounce the name, Mr. Gonzalez. So I give you an opportunity to speak with the city attorney. You also have the option of setting a pretrial date, sir, and going out and hiring your own lawyer if you want to, or if you're satisfied with Mrs. Barnwell's representation. You let me know what does your client want to do, Mrs.
The deal you're giving me, I'll take it.
All right. Is that what your understanding is too, Ms. Barnwell?
If I understood your question, it's that he wants to accept the offer to disorderly.
Disorderly, yeah. And I too recognize, you know, the nature of the offense, and if he wanted to seek a retained lawyer, not that it would necessarily do him any better, but I just would give him that option to do that. And you know, but he always has the absolute right to a trial. That's it. That's all I was just asking whether he. But he suggested to me that I give you both an opportunity to speak. You have time to speak with counsel, and you're telling me that you want to take the deal. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, Mr. Gonzalez? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Okay. Do you understand, sir? This is a misdemeanor punishable by 93 days in jail and or up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to take this matter to trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record? I think he froze up.
No, sir. That's it. I wasn't offered anything.
Okay. Okay. Very well, sir. Sir, let me draw your attention back to March the 15th, 2021, around 4:13 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of McNichols and Woodbine, sir. Did you have an occasion to come encounter with the Detroit police on that day?
No. I was taken out of my vehicle. I don't know if he was an officer. I wasn't showing a badge or anything at all.
Well, at some point, you got a ticket, right?
Yes.
And at the time, you may not have known that was a Detroit police officer. You may not know now. But is that something that you later learned that was a Detroit police officer?
Yeah, I found out later after.
Okay, let me ask you the more important question. Did you solicit this person that you were speaking to sex from this person?
No. It says
You
on the
didn't?
ticket I offered, and I never offered. She offered me.
So you never stated, I'll give you $20 for everything. And
No, she offered me for everything. I said everything, but she said how much I have. I don't have any money, but $20. That's what I said.
You made a price for an act. Doesn't mean you had the money or not.
no, it's not about whether he had the money, but does the statute say that he has to solicit this act? He's saying that he never solicited the act. It was
I thought you just said, Your Honor, he asked for everything for $20.
I asked him, did he say everything for $20? He says no.
Then he said yes. He said
Okay,
yes.
so let's do this again, sir. Put your appearance on the record, counsel.
Dante Goss on behalf of the city of Detroit.
Okay. So, Mr. Gonzalez, did
Yes, sir.
you ever say to that person that you would pay that person $20 for everything?
No, sir.
Nobody said earlier.
Is what he said earlier. I mean,
He
he said the person that asked him, does he want everything?
He said yes.
Did you agree? I want to see the statute. I want to see the statute.
But Your Honor, let's just set it for trial.
No, I want to see the statute. If the statute reads that it doesn't matter who propositioned who, then it would be a situation where he probably would be able to plead guilty to. If it doesn't, then we have the statute. Should have it right here. Okay.
What's the statute?
The statute that's section 31-11-5, engage or offer to engage services of another. Aid, assist, or abet. So it shall, and this is citing subsection A, it shall be unlawful for any person to engage or offer to engage the services of another person for any act of prostitution. All right, so Ms. Barnwell. Are you there, Ms. Barnwell?
I am here, and it looks as though he needs to go to trial.
And you say that why?
If there's a problem with the factual basis,
Yeah, I say so too. I was just reading the statute. It is unlawful for any person to engage or to offer to engage. So
but
to engage.
however, Judge, if he's pleading to disorderly conduct, you could just do factual basis for disorderly conduct.
I could do that too, sir. I can do that too, sir. It's up to you what you want to do. I can give you a trial in this matter, and they have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, or we can just. Pardon me?
I never offered anything. She offered me. I said yes to it. I didn't tell her how much money I had besides $20. When officers checked my card, there wasn't anything either, so there was no way it was gonna happen. So I don't know. I just don't want this on my record. I want to get over with, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. I just, you know, I made a mistake in telling her I have money, $20, but that's it. I just don't want nothing on my record.
I'm being disorderly conduct.
No, because it is mentioned.
At trial, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
All right. Let's do this. I just think it's kind of hard to make a factual basis to disorderly if he I guess it would be disorderly to tell someone, even if they offered you that you'll pay them, huh? But put it this way, sir, either way, if we make a factual basis, it's gonna be on your record, as it relates to disorderly conduct anyway. The only way that you're gonna be able to not have this on your record is if you take it to trial. Well, the only way it stands now is if you take it to trial and you win. And you can set a trial date. There's only one count of disorderly conduct. I mean, I don't know if you have much more to lose. I think because of the situation, and I'm going to ask the city attorney, will the offer still be open? Yeah, the offer still be open. I think he's kind of in agreement with the fact that it's a difficult situation to make a factual basis here based on your understanding of it. So let's set it for trial.
Your Honor, I also agree to set it to trial. He's stating that, the defendant is stating that he doesn't want it on his record. It's going to be on his record as a disorderly conduct, no matter what. But is it that he doesn't want the sexual nature of it being on his record, or is it disorderly conduct?
I don't know. I think that he sure doesn't want the sexual nature of it.
Right. So I'm asking him that for, if not, if he wants it just disorderly conduct, we can just, he can stipulate to the face of the ticket. If he's willing to do that, if he just wants the disorderly, not the sexual nature, I can give him that option also.
And what do you mean by that? Because it's under the system, it's probably going to be.
No, he's going to stipulate. Since he can't make a factual basis, he can stipulate to the basis of the ticket.
Yeah, but I kind of think that he doesn't want any reference of the.
But we're going to amend it down to disorderly conduct.
I know, but on the ROA, it's going to say offer to engage amended to disorderly conduct. So put it this way. I think that we'll just give you a trial date, sir. You really have nothing to lose in this matter, and you only have something to gain. At the worst case scenario, you're going to be found guilty on that date to the disorderly conduct, and you're going to have the same thing that you have today. The best case scenario is you find not guilty, or you get it dismissed some kind of way, and then you won't have to deal with it anymore. So we'll set a trial date for December 17th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Do you understand what's going on, sir?
So basically, you guys want me to say that I offered her, so I could just pick
No,
up, right?
no. That's absolutely not what we want you to do. We want you to do what you have a certain version of events, right?
Yes.
And the officer has their own version of events.
Right.
And we'll deal with this matter on December 17th. All I'm saying to you, sir, is that you have nothing to lose by coming back on December 17th, because it's not going to get any worse for you then as it is now. Okay? If the officer can't prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, you'll get it dismissed. But say we went to a trial and she brought in all the evidence and you're guilty of sin, you're still going to get the same deal you got that was offered to you today. All right?
No, Your Honor, not if you go to trial.
Well, not if he goes. Let's say this. Let me strike that. If you come back for the trial date and we strike a deal at that time, then that deal will still be open. If we have a full-blown trial, then you won't get that. But I don't see it going there. I see it being resolved some kind of way.
Right. I just didn't want him to have any confusion.
I've got you. No, I'm glad you let the court know that. It's going to be resolved on December 17th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Come back then, sir.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, one more question.
Uh-huh.
my number. I don't know if you guys try to contact me. I've been trying to call you guys for like almost 2 hours today to get to this room.
All right, send me your number in the chat, sir. Are you still in Pontiac?
Yes, I'm still Pontiac, but my phone number is different.
All right, you want to send that to me in the chat or what?
Let me see. I'm told how to do it. Okay. Okay. 2, 4. Yes. Give me a second. My phone number. Copy.
You can send that to the 36th District Court.
I don't know if that worked right there.
Let's see. Yeah, it worked.
313 number.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez. I'll see you back on December 17th at 9 a.m. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Okay, Mrs. Lewis. Yeah, that's Miss Lewis.
Yes, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Shaquille Lewis.
Shaquille, yes, sir.
Shaquille, you're late, sir. Are you driving?
I was waiting in the wrong courtroom. No.
Oh, that's a good excuse. Are you driving, sir?
No, I'm not driving right now.
All right. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Shaquille Deshaun Lewis. Case number is SP 1169339, counts 1 and 2, and SP 1169352, counts 1 and 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Wendy Burnwell on behalf of Mr. Lewis.
Okay, the offer in the file here is to plead to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That's a $240 fine, sir. That's going to be an automatic 30-day suspension of your driving privileges, and plead to the civil infraction of a dirty plate. And let's see what a dirty plate costs. $105. That's a civil infraction that is a 0-point ticket, so that does not abstract to the Secretary of State. And I'll give you time to pay. You got a couple of options, sir. You have the option of taking that deal as it stands now. I'll dismiss the other 2 counts. You have the option of taking it to trial and seeing what you can do there. Or you have the option of speaking with Mrs. Barnwell in a breakout room regarding the matter, and you may have some something that maybe move the city attorney to give you a better offer. So I always ask, do you have the insurance, or at least current insurance now? And what would be better would be insurance at the time of the incident. But I'll leave it up to you to make the decision on what you want to do.
Yes. So right now I do have everything cleared, license plate, and driver's license, and everything together. So I don't know if that matters or he'll
see. Well, you got a failure to stop back then. That was 2018. Okay. You say you do have insurance. So let me let you speak to Mrs. Barnwell, join the breakout room, and Mrs. Barnwell, you can take his information and you know what to do with it. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, sir.
Okay.
Keep these books by us.
You get my workout.
Join the breakout room, Ms. Burnwell. Ms. Burnwell,
Yes.
he's in the breakout room waiting on you. Mr. Lewis. Okay, Ms. Barnwell, Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak in a breakout room. Ms. Barnwell, what's your client's position?
He wishes to accept the offer.
Okay, very well. Mr. Lewis, can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes. Whoa, sorry.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, and that's your understanding after speaking with counsel in the breakout room that you want to accept the offer?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Mr. Lewis, you understand that these matters carry a maximum penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine, right?
Yes.
And you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial in these matters, correct?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, sir, and you understand that by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
And sir, has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And sir, you understand that you're not even supposed to be driving now, right?
Right now, no. My license is okay right now. I took care of everything.
Is your license valid?
Yes, I recently, it was in my home city.
Pull his license, please.
I don't know if.
Here it is. I'll give you the ticket.
Okay, thank you.
I had to take care of something from my hometown, which was the Grand Blanc, and they gave me a paper saying that they actually gave, I forget what it's called, some kind of release to say that my license was okay.
Well, that's in Grand Blanc. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, and that can possibly be true. I'm just making sure if the offer could get a little bit better for you if you have a valid driver's license. So just sit tight, we'll see. But obviously, this stuff hasn't gone into warrant status or generated a reinstatement fee. So that could possibly be true. We'll make sure right now.
Okay. Excuse me.
All right. His license is valid. According to his license is valid.
Just 2 civil infractions.
All right. Based on that, sir, the offer's gotten a lot better for you. You plead to the 2 civil infractions, the dirty plate and the improper equipment, $105 and $120. There's no misdemeanor, no abstraction. Sir, would you want to take that offer?
Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, sir. I've already sworn you in, sir. So I'm just going to address the civil infractions here. Counsel, does your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea on civil infraction?
Yes.
Okay, and does your client stipulate to probable cause for the stop?
Yes.
All right, based on those stipulations, sir, I'm going to enter a responsible plea for you for the charge of strike that dirty, obscure, improperly displayed plate. I'm going to fine you $105 in that matter. And then I'm going to fine you responsible for the tinted window ticket under the defective equipment.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell on behalf of Mr. Sharif.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Barnwell.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Barnwell.
Yes.
Are you in 2 courts at one time, ma'am?
Your Honor, something was supposed to finish since earlier on and it has not finished. So I'm listening to see what's going on.
Okay, and you just put your appearance on the record, it seemed like, for the other matter you're listening into, Mr. Sharif, and we're on the case of Mr. Lewis.
Okay, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Lewis, I'm going to find you responsible for the other equipment when it's down here. Essentially, that's going to be for the tinted window. That's going to be $120. So it's a case of $225. I'm going to dismiss the other matters. So, sir, And I'm gonna make a note that you had a valid driver's license. You have a valid driver's license now. I don't know whether it was valid at the time. Have valid license. So, sir, when can you pay those matters?
Friday.
Okay, I'm gonna give you until next week, sir. Today is the 23rd. I'm gonna give you till August 30th, sir. I will say this, if you don't have it paid by August 30th, I would hope that you would zoom back in and ask the court for some more time, sir, in order so that this doesn't snowball into extra penalties and fees. So if you need some more time, just zoom in and we'll see if we can find you some more time, Mr. Lewis.
Absolutely.
All right, if there's nothing further, you have a very good day, sir.
Okay, you as well. Thank you.
Okay, that seems like it's going to conclude today. You can go ahead and handle the other matter, Ms. Barnwell.
Sorry, Judge.
That's all right. All right, if there's nothing further, Ms. Williams Law, I will see you in the morning, and Ms. Barnwell, I will see you the next time.
Thank you, Your Honor. See you in the morning.
All right, have a great night. Have a great evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.